Before the SATs, my mom had one rule: no washing our hair. She firmly believed that shampoo would wash away all the knowledge in our brains. I didn't buy it, but my twin sister, Lily, obeyed without question. Later, Lily became the laughingstock of the school. They said her hair was dirtier than a pigsty. Crying, she begged me to take her to a salon. As a result, she bombed the SATs. When mom demanded answers, Lily blamed me. If my sister hadn't made me wash my hair, I would have been valedictorian. In a fit of rage, she pushed me into the river. When I opened my eyes again, I heard my mom's voice. For the next 100 days until the SATs, no one is allowed to wash their hair. Washing your hair washes the knowledge right out of your brain. My mom's shrill voice jolted me awake. For the next 100 days until the SATs, neither of you is allowed to wash your hair. I snapped back to reality, finding myself sitting at the kitchen table. Across from me was my twin sister, Lily, with her usual meek and obedient expression. I had been reborn. Mom, that's just a myth. How can you still believe that? I heard myself blurt out the words. In my last life, I said the exact same thing and got chewed out for it. Mom slammed her chopsticks down and smacked me on the head. What do you know? The experts say it's true. Mrs. Johnson's son next door didn't listen, washed his hair, and his score dropped by 100 points. What mom didn't know was that Mrs. Johnson's son cheated on every test. When it came to the SATs, with no one to copy off of course his score tanked. I tried to argue, hoping to change her outdated mindset, but she just unleashed her anger on me. She called me unmotivated, disrespectful. She even blamed me for her divorce and her fear of dating again. Before, I was too stubborn, always trying to reason with her. But with a mom who refused to listen, I needed a new strategy. Mom, the kids at prep schools wash their hair every day. They say feeling fresh helps them focus. I raised my voice deliberately, and their acceptance rates are way higher than ours. Mom paused. She was a sucker for the other kids do a better theory. But soon, she regained her composure, her face stern. Stop with your nonsense. Lily, you be the judge. Who's right, me or your sister? Lily glanced at me first. Seeing my calm expression, she turned to mom with a sweet, obedient smile. Of course I listened to you, mom. See? Lily is the good one. I didn't argue further. I finished my soy milk and left for school without another word. Behind me, mom's muttering continued, always with that long face. What a burden. Unlike Lily, who was born to be a blessing, mom always said Lily looked more like her, but we were identical twins. We had the exact same face. Growing up, mom always favored Lily. When she divorced dad, she didn't hesitate to dump me at my grandma's house. If dad hadn't remarried and grandma hadn't passed away, forcing my grandparents to take me in because they pitied me, she wouldn't have even remembered she had another daughter. I used to feel sorry for her, a single mom raising two girls, but my sympathy was met with constant belittling. When I used my allowance to buy her clothes, she called me wasteful. When Lily simply said, Mom, you work so hard empty-handed, she was so moved she gave her $1,000 on the spot. She was a mother, but she wasn't my mother. At the school gate, Lily caught up, panting. She immediately started lecturing me. Sister, mom has it hard. Don't make her angry. Her face, feigning innocence. It sent a chill down my spine. In my last life, she begged me to take her to a salon in secret. Afterward, she asked me to keep it a secret, but in the end, she pushed me to my death. The last thing I saw was her hateful expression, as if I were a monster who deserved to die, but I was just trying to help. I turned around and nodded casually. Yeah, got it. She wanted to say more, but I had already run through the gates, blending into the crowd of students. We weren't in the same class anyway. Whatever happened to her from now on was her choice. In this new life, whether they washed their hair or not was none of my business. That night, I had just stepped out of the shower. I ran right into mom. She grabbed my ear and yelled, I told you this morning not to wash your hair. Are you deaf? I pulled away and took a step back. Even if I wash it every day, I'll still be in the top 10 for the mock exam.